you ever found yourself in a situation where you feel like you're either between a rock and a hard place, or alternatively, maybe you've got a choice between two equally amazing options and you're just not sure what to do? Well, today we're going to talk about that whole experience and the idea or concept of creating a third alternative. Hello, fabulous. I hope today is treating you kindly. And we're going to discuss the option of the third alternative. I was reading a book recently in which one of the characters had stated, it was like they were playing something to the effect of, like, would you rather? And this individual built her life around the concept of I choose neither. So when faced between the choice of one thing or the other, she was like, no thanks to either one of those. I'm going to create my own thing. And I loved that so much. I wanted to create a video about it because it just feels like there's a lot of opportunity for us to create third alternatives. Like maybe we don't have to just choose between one thing or another. What if we could have both? What if there is a way in which we could create an option that's even better than the two that were presented, if they're two amazing, great options, or something that is completely unexpected or different than what maybe we're faced with at the present moment. So before we get into that, though, if you haven't already, please do like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my content. Leave a comment below. Let me know how you're doing and what you need so I can make sure that we get that taken care of for you. So third alternative, I know that it might seem a little bit crazy to think that maybe there's an option outside of just two sometimes vastly different options. And sometimes, especially when we're presented with two not very good choices, it can be difficult to even begin to visualize an opportunity where there could be something different than what we planned. And maybe sometimes being open to the possibility of a third alternative just means that we're just not accepting that which is given to us or what's being presented as a matter of course. Like maybe it's just about the expansion of what we're willing to tolerate or the expansion of what we're willing to allow into our experiences. So let's go ahead and begin to allow the eyes to close. Soften that breath into the belly and settle yourself into the surface you're resting on. Allow that breath to deepen, filling the whole of the lungs. Let that breath come gently and smoothly, without effort. Notice any thoughts that float in and allow those to float right back out. You can pick them up later when you're finished. Let's go ahead and take an inventory from head to toe. Notice any areas of tension or discomfort, and allow that to be released with the breath as much as you're willing to allow. I'd like to invite you to bring to mind a time in which you had two choices. Maybe they were good, maybe they were neutral, or maybe they were great. Maybe they were even not good. Maybe they were awful. Just bring to mind a time in which you were faced with two choices. Take a moment to remember how that felt in the body. Remember any emotions that came up. Remember any thoughts that you experienced at the time. It's okay if the memories are fuzzy or hazy. It's okay. We're just doing this as an exercise. And now that you've called that to mind, in as much detail as you can remember, regardless of what you chose, remember that moment right between, just before the decision was made, where there were possibilities that existed, the one option or the other, everything's being considered, Maybe it was a big choice, maybe it was a small one. Let's just exist in that moment of possibility for just a minute. Just exist in that space between decisions, between choices. Imagine like a fork in a road where the path veers off one direction or the other. And it seems as though you only had those two choices. Now let's create a third option, a third path. Maybe it's not as well traveled. Maybe it's only just faint and barely visible, but let's create that option for a third path, a third alternative, another option that you can choose. And let's explore what that might be like. Maybe this third alternative is something greater than what you could have envisioned. Maybe it is a blending of the two options that lay before you. Maybe it's something completely new and different. Maybe it's something you haven't even thought of or embraced the idea of yet. Let's just leave an opening, a little bit of space to embrace the idea that there may be more choices than just the two options that you've been presented with. Not everything in life has to be an either or. Not everything has to be an and either. It could be anything. But just allowing space for that to be an option. Whether it's a choice between a place to live, or two places to live, or a few places to live, a career path, relationships, even what you want to do on a random evening. You can start small. Let's just create an opportunity for the energy to align such that there is another choice besides what you are presented with. And notice how that feels in the body. Notice how it feels to consider that there may be more than just the options you're presented with at the time. What sensations do you notice in the body? What emotions come up? It's okay, whatever they are. It could be resistance, it could be embracing, it could be excitement, it could be anything. Just notice. Notice how it feels in the body to consider a third alternative. Or maybe even a fourth or a fifth. How does it feel in your being to know that there may be more than just two choices? Just notice how that feels. It's okay if it's uncomfortable. It's okay if this is new and kind of scary. It's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. Just notice how you feel. I invite you to allow that third path, whatever it looks like, even if it's not clear, allow that to become more vibrant, more real, more of a possibility for you, whatever that means. What does it mean for you to be more open to the possibility of an alternative, an option that maybe doesn't exist yet? What if it's something that you create yourself? How does it feel to be open to that possibility? Even if you don't know what that means, even if it's not 1,000% clear what it is that you're looking for, what you even want, what your goal is, just how does it feel to be open to the possibility that there is more available to you than just what you are presented with at the time? Breathe into that experience, whatever it brings for you. Again, it's okay, no judgment. You get to feel however you feel. They're just feelings. They're just messengers telling you where you need to recalibrate, where you need to pay attention. That's all. That's all this is. And let's see if we can expand this concept of third alternative to more areas, more decisions, more places in which you feel as though you need to make a choice. I need to elect to do this or that. I need to choose a new career path. I need to choose a new friend group. I need to choose a new place to live. I need to choose where I'm going to go, how I'm going to spend my time, whatever it is. You don't have to make a big dramatic change necessarily all the time. Just notice what the third alternative could be and allow that to expand. Allow yourself to consider multiple areas in your life in which you feel as though you are heading towards a crossroads, in which you feel you need to choose one path or another. Allow space for multiple pathways. Sure, you may only be able to take one at a time, but that's okay. Let's create space for multiple options to be available to you, not just two, or maybe even in some cases just one. You can choose neither, and that's okay. Remembering that what we accept, we continue to allow. And again, no judgment. This is your journey. You get to walk it however you choose. Just know that that which we tolerate will continue to exist as part of our experience. And you can create as many pathways around or through as you choose. The only limits are those which lie within yourself. It's okay if it's not clear. It's okay if the options don't seem good. We're just experimenting. This is a great place to do that. This is a safe place to do that. What would it be like if I choose this way, that way, or a completely different way? What would it be like? Notice your thoughts. Notice how you feel in your body. Whatever you find is completely acceptable, completely okay. Honor what you find. There's no wrong way, no judgment. Notice anything that feels different in considering your third alternatives than before we started. Whatever has made itself available to you has done so because you are ready. And if nothing hugely meaningful or dramatic came up for you, that's okay too. It's okay too. We're just practicing being open. It takes a little bit for our bodies to catch up with our minds, catch up with our energy. It's okay if it takes a little time. You can repeat this as often as you need. You can revisit this whenever you need to. Whenever you feel stuck or feel as though you're having trouble seeing all the opportunities in front of you, seeing your third alternative, creating a new pathway. This will be here waiting for you, this space, ready to welcome you, and hold space for reflection, allowing you to see all that it is that you need to see. It's okay to dwell in a space of possibility, of infinite possibility, even if you can't see it yet. And know that whatever path you choose, you can recalibrate at any time. It's okay if something ends up being a failed experiment. Sometimes life is like that. We're all just trying things out, seeing how they'll work. Some things do and some things don't. That's okay. Doesn't necessarily mean you're doing anything wrong. We're just experimenting with life together. Release any attachment or judgment you may have to the idea that you have to get it right all the time. You won't, and it's okay that you don't. No one's asking for that. You have already achieved the level of perfection that you are. You belong, you are safe, and you are loved. Allow that to wash over you and notice how it feels. Whatever comes, whatever you decide, you are safe, you are honored, you are seen, you belong, and you are loved. Nothing will change that. Let's take a few deep, slow breaths. Let's bring some gentle movement into the body. Wiggle those fingers and toes. Move that head from side to side. Stretch or move as you see fit. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes and return to this space and this time. Welcome back. I hope that that was an interesting experience for you and that you got out of it what you needed. It's always my goal that you leave these experiences feeling hopeful, but I never want to discount anybody's feelings, regardless of what they are. Because honestly, frankly, some of the things that we do in these sessions can be a little bit scary and a little bit daunting and feel a little bit intense. So if that was you today, it's all good. It's all good. You got what you needed. You will always get what you need. You will always get what you need. And there's never anything wrong with just being open to the possibilities that await you, even if you can't see what they are yet. So thank you, with glitter on it, for choosing to be so brave and hang out with me today and explore these third alternatives. And I hope that you have a sparkly rest of your day.